What's up, what's going on, legends? It's your boy Errl Shatter here, and in today's video we're jumping into Black Ops Cold War. Today we're going to be covering the new Scorestreak system here in this game. Now, it is actually one of the most overpowered systems we've ever had in Call of Duty history, and we're actually going to be diving into some data and talking about why that actually is. Before we jump into the rest of the video, if you guys do enjoy this content anytime, or you find this video helpful in any way, make sure you show your support for the channel by going down below and smashing that like button. Let's go ahead and throw an easy goal of 30 likes on today's video, as well as if you guys want to find your way back to the channel for more Cold War, Warzone, and maybe even some Modern Warfare in the future, make sure you guys do hit that subscribe button alongside that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future content. So like I said, this is probably the most overpowered system we've ever had, and you know, going into the beta, going into this game in general, it just really didn't seem like that. But we do actually have some data based on some tests that I did. I tested not only TDM, free-for-all, Dom, but also hardpoint, and unfortunately kill confirmed is not available in custom matches, so I was unable to test that as of this time. But I would like to say, based on the data that I've collected so far, it's not going to be a huge difference between each of those game modes. For example, TDM and free-for-all being kill-based were very easy to kind of figure out, and it was also easy to tell after doing the objective modes where that might differentiate. Basically, if it's based on kills only, there's not a huge difference between these. I think in Domination and Hardpoint, it was a difference of one more kill as opposed to just those kill-based modes. Free-for-all gave you the most points or score per kill, but it wasn't even by a lot. I think it was a difference of about 1,100, give or take, more than you would get in a TDM match. So obviously to do this, we had to jump in and do some testing. So the first step to doing this is obviously going on a streak. So what I did, jumped into each game mode and tried to go on a nuclear streak and beyond to see what those values would be. So basically you get different amounts of bonuses for every 5 kills. You get different amounts of points for a certain number of kills up into a certain point. But essentially, if you are getting your first kill, you're going to get 50 points. Second kill, 200, 250 for the third. Fourth is 300. At your 5th kill, you're going to get a bonus and get a 500 point. Then you're going to get 300 for 6, 350 for 7, 400 for 8, 450 for your 9th, and then 2,000 as a bonus for your 10th kill. Now, after this, the individual kills besides the bonuses at 5 are going to be a solid 500 points per kill. And then, obviously, at the bonuses, at 15, we have 2,000. At 20, we have 2,000 again. At 25, you get a 2,500 score bonus. And then at 30, you're getting a 3,000. Now, alongside those values that I mentioned, you do get a plus 50 for every one of those kills. So technically, it's 550 if you're at 5. 2050 if you're at 10, 2050 if you're at 15, 2050 if you're at 20, 2550 if you're at 25, and then again 3050 if you hit a 30. But any kills beyond 30 do not receive a bonus every 5, at least not at the point that I tested. We went over 40 in the testing that I did just to see if there would be any bonuses after that. There was no bonuses. You're just getting a solid 500 and then the plus 50 for every kill you get past 30. So if you go on a longer streak, you are highly rewarded in this game. The huge thing I want to mention as well, though, is that in the past, we had kill streaks instead of score streaks, but it isn't really a huge difference in this game as long as you break it down in the right way. The big difference, though, is that whether or not you die or stay on your streak, you still have your progress made towards your score streaks, and that's definitely very different. It's more of like a requisitions vibe from like World War II. The only real plus with that being said is that the lower your streaks are on, the less likely you are to get those streaks, and more than likely you're not going to get them more than once in a game, or at all, depending on which ones you choose. So let's go ahead and mention all of the score streaks here and what they would be if they were converted to a kill streak. So first, we have the bow. It's going to be a 3 kill streak. The RCXD is going to convert to a 4. The spy plane is a 5, alongside the counter spy plane as well as a 5. The armor is a 6, and the care package as well as a 6. We have the Sentry and Napalm Strike sitting at a 7 streak, the Artillery and Cruise Missile sitting at 8, our Air Patrol at 9, the War Machine and Attack Helicopter at 10, the Chopper Gunner at 12, the VTOL Escort at 15, and last but not least, the Gunship at a 16 kill streak. Now this is based on having 0 score and then obviously going on that long of a streak in order to accumulate the right amount of score to unlock those score streaks in the game. So the crazy part here is that you get rewarded at, like I said, different pinnacle points every 5 kills. So if you go on a long enough streak, the potential for you to get your streaks not only once, but twice, and getting them in less amounts of kills is actually huge. So we have some good examples here. If you were to go for a gunship at 10,000 score, it would take you, again, like we talked about, a 16 streak. Now, at that 16 streak, you're going to call in your gunship. Let's say you wait for your cooldown to go away before getting your next kill. You're going to be able to get enough points after getting 12 more kills in order to unlock a second gunship. Not to mention the fact that you're going to get whatever other streaks you have on as well a second time, and possibly a third time depending on what those options are. So with the gunship being at 10,000 score, you're actually going to hit that on a 16 like we were talking about before. And then once you hit your 28th kill, as long as you allow the cooldown to go away, you're going to be getting your second gunship. Now let's just say, for example, you die after getting a 10. If you go on a second 10 streak, you're going to get enough points to unlock that gunship that way. Or in some circumstances, we'll use the chopper gunner as a second example. Let's say, you're dying every so often. You could go on 3 7 streaks and still receive your chopper gunner. So the big difference that separates this Call of Duty from the past is the fact that you can die multiple times and still receive some of the better streaks in the game. Again, kind of reminds me of that Requisitions field. Only this time, you're only limited to the amount of score that you can actually accumulate. So again, let's say you go on a 7 streak, and then you go on a 25, you're still going to be adding all of that together. The potential to not only get your streaks, but then earn a second set of streaks at a faster rate easily makes this the most broken system there has ever been in a Call of Duty game as far as a kill streak or score streak is concerned. Not to mention, you can die and not lose your streak at all. This is insane. And honestly, it is kind of disappointing to the fact that no matter what, if some people go on a couple threes, whatever, they're going to be earning score and still be able to get those streaks. And sometimes those streaks can definitely be kind of a buzzkill toward a player that's on a higher end streak. So, for example, the Air Patrol has a cooldown of 0. The only anti-streak in the game has a cooldown of 0, and it sits at 3,200 points. Now, 3,200 is not insane. You go on 1 9 streak, or let's say even maybe a couple of 6 streaks, you're going to have that unlocked. You're going to be able to call that in the second somebody calls in one of their higher end streaks, which they had to go on a much longer streak to even acquire. So it seems like it's a lot easier to take streaks out than it is to earn them. The only difference is if you go on longer streaks, you're going to be highly rewarded. The disappointing part is there is no bonuses for every 5 kill after 30, so you're only earning that consistent 500 plus 50 for every kill after that, which is, more reasonable than the first, let's say, 10 kills besides the bonuses included. So you're going to be earning the same amount pretty much for every individual kill except for the every 5 for every kill past 10. So the bonuses, they kind of have a limit in how much they'll help you after you get a certain amount of kills. However, it does allow you to get those streaks a lot faster. With a spy plane being at 1,000, for every 2 kills you earn after a certain point, you're going to earn 1,000 score. You're going to be able to call in another spy plane. I think the potential for you to get more streaks than ever is there. The only thing stopping you would be the cooldown and obviously how long of a streak you actually go on. Now that we've discussed how that kind of works, how the system is kind of helping you if you go on longer streaks, or not so much if you're on shorter streaks. Let's just say, for example, you go 1 for 1. Every kill you get, you have a death. In order to get the bow, which is at a 500 score, you would need 10 kills. For the RCXD, you would need 16 kills. For the spy plane, 20 kills. For the counter spy plane, 24 kills. For armor, 32. Care package, 36. Sentry, 40. Napalm strike, 42. Artillery, 50. The cruise missile, 52. The air patrol, 64. We have the war machine at 70. Or an attack helicopter at 80 kills. Like, if you're going kill for kill, how likely do you think it is you're getting 80 kills? And then that's when you would get your attack chopper. For the chopper gunner, we're looking at 120 individual kills. That's absolutely insane. And that's not even the end. The VTOL escort at 170, and then the most high-end kill streak or score streak in the game is at 200 individual kills. So if you get a kill and you get a death, guarantee it's going to be 200 before you even are able to unlock that gunship. So it's pretty much impossible that you're going to get a majority of those. I think it's more reasonable to say, you go kill for kill, maybe you get around 30 to 40, and that's probably a high-end game. You're only looking at getting armor, care package, and sentry turret at the very most. So the game is obviously geared towards going on longer streaks. If you go on small streaks, you still have the potential to earn some of these streaks. However, it is very important to go on longer streaks in order to get these, but that is not really that much different than it was in the past. essentially you had to be on a 3 kill streak, a 4 kill streak, a 5 kill streak in order to get these. So if some of those people going kill for kill were unable to get anything at all, I think that's kind of where they decided they would kind of balance things out as far as this game is concerned. So that way somebody that maybe gets a 3 kill streak at some point, maybe they go on a 5, maybe they go on, you know, a couple 2s, they feel like they're still going to be able to earn their streaks at least once, or at least be able to call something in, which overall makes them feel better about their experience in the game. It is definitely geared more towards those players going on the longer streaks, but the potential for people to get streaks, even going on multiple smaller runs, is still there. This has got to be the most broken system I've ever seen for score streaks in a Call of Duty game. It's without a doubt an interesting change for them to go with, and I'll be also interested to see where this kind of goes in the future. But as far as, you know, the score streaks are concerned, they kind of replicate kill streaks in a lot of ways, the only difference being when you die, you don't actually lose your progress. Now, I think we've broken down the data enough, and I've pretty much given you guys a really good grasp of how this system works. That's going to wrap things up for today's video. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed it. And again, if you did, make sure you guys go down below and smash that like button. 30 likes is the goal. Smash that subscribe button if you're new. Hit that notification bell so we can see you in future content. And I appreciate you guys all for being here. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.